I would like to welcome you, Bill and Karen and Rafter. Bill and Karen Rafter, why don't you come on up here? They are the winners of the Interior Design Association's redesign, and they will be getting the makeover, and you can see the room. This is their living room. You can see it. This is obviously the before. They have a multi-purpose room with the drums and the office area. But Bill and Karen Rafter have a really wonderful story, and I just want them to share a little bit about their house. Their house was built in the 20s by Bill's grandparents. And congratulations to you, Bill. Are you excited?
Oh, very excited. We couldn't believe it when we won.
Yeah, really excited and thankful that you guys picked us.
Well, can you tell me a little bit about your house? It was built in the 20s by your grandparents, and it's done in kind of a craftsman style. It was built as a...
We're lucky to still have it in the family, 3 generations.
All right, everybody, if you remember, in February, we announced our room makeover contest in conjunction with the Home and Garden Show. Well, a winner was chosen, and we are happy to welcome in today, as you see on TV, Karen and Bill Rafter of Wheatfield. One room in their home will be made over with the help of professional interior designer James Harrisinowitz and $500 worth of accessories. We're so thankful for the Interior Design Association for helping us out with this. So congratulations. Welcome, Jim. I know you're probably dying to get started.
Oh, absolutely.
But this
Very
is
exciting.
great. And from what we heard from your introduction, you have a 1920s era home up in Wheatfield.
Right, that my husband's grandparents had built in 1929, and originally it was a bed and breakfast.
Wow.
And then his parents took over the house in the 60s, so we're like 3rd generation now in the house.
But you have 3 kids. Is it still a bed and breakfast?
No.
It is for them. Yeah, that's it, though.
For them.
Well, that's great. So what made you want to join the, enter the contest? Because the house, the room I saw, looked lovely the way it was.
Yeah, it's a beautiful room. It's I wrote when I was writing my letter for the contest. I said it's a beautiful room, especially when I'm shampooing the rugs and I take all the furniture out. It's just beautiful. But there's French doors on there, and there's a staircase. There's lots of things on the walls where it's hard to cover up the area. So it's just it's been hard to pull the room together. And we just got a new TV, one of the LCDs that goes on the wall. And so we were wondering where would be the best place to put it.
The challenge of all this.
Right, the challenge of putting it all together, and I definitely need some help, especially when I took my pictures. I realized, well, I really need some decorating tips.
Wow, and you're going to get it.
Yes.
So that's the great thing. And we're looking at the room right now. And James, I bet you're anxious to get involved in this house, because this is a real house with character.
Yes, it's very exciting. The IDA Association is very excited about embarking on this room makeover, and the house has great bones. It's a beautiful house. It has a lot of character, and I really think the reveal at the end of the process will be a fantastic one. I think it's going to be a wowzer.
All right. So what are you thinking then? What do you think? What do you see when you see this room?
Well, Karen and Bill and myself and Ann Medinac of the Interior Design Association spoke last night. We actually compiled some information and some magazine clippings that she had chosen, and we found that she really wants to go kind of like a coastal cottage type of thing.
Ooh,
a little bit more of a clean line, but a very fresh, a very breezy type of environment.
Right.
And I think the house really can lend itself to that. It has great bones, it has great character, it has great woodwork, and I really think we're going to have a fantastic time doing a wonderful room makeover for them.
And yet, it has to be livable, because, Bill, you got the TV in there, which means you're going to be spending time in there, and the kids. So it can't be a room where don't touch.
Right, exactly. It needs to be livable. We have 3 kids that are very heavy on all the furniture, and,
Yeah. You gotta love it, but you gotta live in it too.
Right.
Yeah.
Jim, are you thinking of any colors? Anything that anything in the realm of earth tones or cool colors or?
Well, along the lines of a coastal cottage type of thing, we would like to go with a lighter color palette. And I think Karen and Bill both agree that that's something that they really want to look for. One thing that we did find in their home is not only is there a lot of great woodwork, but the configuration of the room is fantastic. Although there's a lot of traffic areas in the room with 2 French doors, a fireplace, multitasking in the midst of that room where you have an office, you have drum sets, and you have a TV watching area. I mean, it's going to be a huge challenge because it is a long, narrow space. But I think with the partnering with the Interior Design Association and all these minds coming together, I think we're going to really do a fantastic job. But in terms of coloration, I think it's going to be a little more of a lighter color palette to meet their needs.
And you know, I was talking to Ann the last time she was on discussing the contest, and we talked about the fact that in Buffalo, in Western New York, $500 of accessories, that's a lot of goods. That may not sound like a lot if you're in LA or in New York, but in Buffalo, you can do a lot with that.
Absolutely.
Now, it's interesting, too, because with the advent of DIY Network and Home and Garden and everything that's on TV, it must be a boon to people like you, interior designers, where people are getting fresh ideas and say, you know what, either I can do that or I can copy it, or I never thought of that. So are more people looking for your services to help them get that result? Absolutely,
and I think the exciting advent of HGTV and all those programs that really lend themselves to more of a designer-based environment, I think what is key is the fact that we can provide them with really capitalizing on products, on green materials, things that really lend themselves to not only incorporating a better quality of life for themselves, but also protecting the planet and protecting the environment against, you know, off-gassing and things of that nature that, you know, a lot of polyesters, a lot of synthetic materials really do. But nonetheless, I think approaching it from the standpoint that we can develop a space that is really improving the quality of their life in terms of organizing their space, allowing them to function better so that they can start their day and feel good about themselves.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, there's a lot of people now working from home. If you're in a space that you love to be in, or you love to be surrounded by what you have created, it makes all the difference in enjoyment. And we hope to see the afters and the results and the reveal when we're done. But we congratulate you on this.
Thank you
James,
very much.
We hope that people know where to find you. Where do people find a good interior designer?
Well, I'll tell you, the Interior Design Association has a wonderful website. You can actually go on to interiordesignassociation.com, find all the designers that are members, and find biographies about them, samplings of their work, and you can get a whole list of information from our website.
That's great. And I encourage people to do that. You are a talented group of people, and you can really achieve the look that you want. If you can't do it for yourself, talk to somebody who has a fresh eye when they come into your home, and this is going to be exciting for you.
Yes,
congratulations to the Rafters. James, good luck in the future. Can't wait to see the reveal. And again, the Buffalo Home and Garden Show continues until March 9th, so go on over there. Boy, they'll give you just an incredible amount of ideas. The Home Show hotline is 1-800-274-6948. Good luck. All right, we'll be back.